Imagine pouring your heart, soul, and every sleepless night into a nonprofit, only to watch it inch forward at a snail's pace or worse, stagnate. Feeling that burning frustration inside, as if every effort drains you more, every dollar raised is a battle. Every victory feels temporary and fragile. You know the mission matters. You know the people you serve depend on you. But why does it feel impossible to break through? Why, despite all the passion and ideas, does explosive growth slip through your fingers like smoke? That raw, gnawing pain, steady, relentless, is the cost of flying blind. Because here's the brutal truth. If you don't track the right things, if you don't measure the pulse of your nonprofit with precision, you're just guessing. And guessing in this world is a death sentence for impact. No more fluff, no more just raising funds. It's time to kill the guesswork. Time to fix the leaky ship before it sinks. The first brutal mistake most nonprofits make is obsessing only about how much money they bring in. Total dollars raised? Classic trap. Every second wasted on wrong metrics is a donor lost, a program starved, a community betrayed. You think, more cash means more growth. Wrong. What matters is what that money costs you. The cost to raise a dollar is the heartbeat. Are you hemorrhaging funds just to make a buck? Watch your cost per dollar raised like a hawk. If it's over 20%, you're burning money. If it's 30% or more, you're begging for failure. No real growth comes from spending more to get more. Real growth comes from spending smarter. Precisely. So every penny raised has to be a warrior, a soldier that fights to multiply your mission. Obsess over CPDR. Cut it mercilessly. Find ways to slash your overhead on acquisition. Negotiate, automate, innovate, no excuses. Next, donor retention. It's the hidden secret weapon, the non-glamorous but unstoppable engine behind sustainable growth. Here's the gut punch. Many nonprofits lose over 60% of their donors every year. Why? Because they treat donors like one-night stands instead of lifelong partners. If you want explosive growth, you need to track your retention rate obsessively. Every donor who comes back, every sweaty, deliberate thank you call, every personalized update, it's gold. Retention isn't just a metric. It's the lifeline that transforms a nonprofit into a legacy. Aim to increase your retention rate by at least 10% this year. That might sound small, but it's a game changer. Grow retention, and you grow the heart, soul, and war chest of your cause. Do this, and no obstacle can stop you. But it doesn't end there. Are you tracking your donor lifetime value, the real crown jewel? Don't be fooled by just annual gifts. Calculate how much a donor truly gives across years. This metric unlocks the power of strategic fundraising. When you know the lifetime value, you can afford to invest upfront like a maestro, bringing in bigger gifts through targeted moves, exclusive experiences, and high-touch relationships. Strategy beats desperation. Stop begging with a cup in hand. Start building donor journeys that transform small gifts into legacies. Be obsessed with lifetime value and watch your nonprofit explode. Every nonprofit has a story, but here's the brutal truth. If you don't track your average gift size over time, you're leaving massive growth money on the table. Why settle for small gifts when you can deepen engagement and inspire donors to increase? Track changes not by chance, but by design. Test messaging, upgrade events, personalize outreach. Increase average gift size month after month, and you create unstoppable momentum. It's a subtle alchemy, but a deadly powerful one. Obsessively refine your ask. Refuse mediocrity. Now, some think more donors mean automatic growth. But that's a lazy myth. What really matters is the quality of donors, not just the quantity. Track your donor acquisition cost against their future value ruthlessly. Marketing budgets are not hobbies, they're investments. When acquisition costs eclipse value, you're digging your own grave. Get ruthless. Analyze which channels bring your best supporters and double down. Kill off dead-end campaigns mercilessly. Test, iterate, and optimize until every dollar spent on donor acquisition screams profit. And what about engagement? Too many nonprofits rely on vanity numbers, likes, shares, clicks. These are distractions. The real metric to track is active donor engagement. How many donors open emails, attend events, volunteer, share stories? Engagement drives loyalty. Measure it every week. Set hard targets. Create campaigns that don't just ask for money but give back. Engagement is the soil where explosive growth roots itself. Now hear this and never forget it. Data without action is poison. It's not enough to track these metrics if you don't ruthlessly act on them. Your data should scream instructions. Set up real-time dashboards. Build a culture where every team member knows these numbers by heart. Reward results, not just efforts. Make pivoting fast and brutal. Learn faster than any competitor. If you want to transcend ordinary, you must build a system so sharp that it slices through deception and illusion, revealing truth and power. Transparency inside your nonprofit is not a luxury, it's a weapon. Remember, these metrics are not ends in themselves, but keys to unlock the mission you believe in. They are the revolt against helplessness, the rebellion against the mediocre status quo that says nonprofits grow only slowly, painfully. You don't have to accept that lie. You don't have to wait years for change. You can build the future right now if you harness these numbers strategically and ferociously. Fundraising is not just about money. It's about connection, trust, and relentless focus. It's about reshaping reality, breaking through borders between donor and mission, investor and cause. It's about building a community that defies the rules of complacency and fear, the very rules this world uses to keep dreams small and silenced. By mastering these metrics, cost per dollar raised, donor retention, lifetime value, average gift size, donor acquisition cost, engagement, you build a bold fighting machine for change. No more excuses, no more quiet desperation. This is a call to arms for founders, investors, and leaders ready to transcend old illusions. Your nonprofit can and must grow explosively, but only if you track the right things, act on them without mercy, and refuse to settle for less. The world lies to you about what real growth looks like. The mission deserves truth. So start now. Capture every number that matters. Analyze like your mission depends on it, because it does. Cut, focus, invest, engage, retain, and multiply. You have the power to build a network, a legacy, a movement beyond borders, beyond tired norms. Grow fast or die slow. Choose growth. Choose impact. Choose to be remembered not as a nonprofit that just survived, but as one that overthrew limits and rewrote the rules of what's possible. This is your fight. Own it.